What is up everyone, I'm Nondescript Midnight and welcome back to my tutorial, the second video of my tutorial on how to complete this game, No Loads, No Meds or Secrets. Hope you're all doing well today. I am drinking a black Americano as we speak and have just woken up from a nap, so I'm quite sleepy. Alright, well let's dive right into it. So you start the level in that corner over there where I started. And this is quite a long and tedious level, but what we're going to do is skip most of it. We're going to hop up onto the slope and immediately hold jump and grab, and we're going to come up here. We're going to do a run and jump and land safely on this side, and congratulations, you've skipped a whole bunch of the level. Now luckily most of the secrets are condensed at the end of this level, so we don't have to do any of that. So we skip a whole bunch of stuff. Alright, so we're just gonna climb up here on this side and we're gonna kill this monkey. The reason I like killing this monkey is because they're aggressive now on this level, unlike in the first level, jungle, where they're not aggressive. And if you happen to be in a crawl space like this one over here and the monkey comes and attacks you and clips into you, Laurel will be stuck perpetually crawling and not moving forward, so that monkey can actually kill you. It's one of those soft locks you can actually get if you speedrun this game. In No Loads, No Meds, you don't want to be resetting here. So you just want to make sure that you kill that monkey. Alright, so after that we, as you see there, I just ran past a few snakes down that slope. And slide to the right hand side of that slope so that you don't get squashed by the boulder. Alright. Then we're going to push this block out the way. Go through here. And now we're going to encounter the first of many Shiva statues. Alright, so I've got a trick that I'm going to show you for dealing with these. Just stand up close to them, tap backwards, tap forwards, tap backwards, and you do this as they're about to strike you. And the reason we do it like this is because if you go too far away from them, they block and you don't do any damage to them. So you actually want to be in close range with them and avoid their damage. I think I actually got hit over there while I was trying to show you, but that shouldn't cause us too much issue in the level. So you're going to fall down this trapdoor over here. We're going to pull the lever, and then we're going to get this first secret of the level. We're going to push this block out the way, and then we're going to go through this platform. Now, I would highly recommend not going for this secret. I mean, I can show you what's in the secret. I'm actually going to save, and I'll show you exactly why you don't want to go for the secret. It's just riddled with traps, so let me show you. So first you've got a poison dart. If you avoid the poison dart, don't step into this hole, because if you do, you're going to get squished by a boulder. And then, if you get past that, more poison darts. And there's not really much in this secret. Oh, and I should mention that the poison mechanic in this game, if you get poisoned, that's pretty much rip your run, except in a few rare instances. But you do get some flares and a bit of ammunition down here for your troubles. But overall, you could do without the secret, especially in No Loads, No Meds. So I wouldn't recommend coming down here. Alright, let me just load. But you can if you want to. I would recommend just getting the secret chime and moving on with your life, because you'll be the happier for it. Alright, so we're going to sprint down here. And we're going to hop into this quicksand. You want to jump into this quicksand so that you don't take any damage from oxygen deprivation. If you don't jump, then you will take damage. And we want to avoid as much damage as possible in a No Loads, No Meds. Yeah, but I hope everyone's doing well. As I said, I just woke up from a nap, so I'm still feeling kind of sleepy. Alright, so you can just hop up here like that. You want to kind of aim for, how best to describe it? You want to kind of aim for the corner. Like the corner over here. So you can hop up like that. You don't have to though. If you're not comfortable doing that, just a standard run and jump and grab will get you up there. No problem. But it's just a small optimization that you can do if you want to. Alright, so this is one of the first areas I think in the game where people struggle in No Loads, No Meds. And No Loads, No Meds or Secrets. So the trick is to just sprint through here. Wait for the shink sound and then sprint straight through. So I'm going to show that to you. We might do it multiple times just to make sure everybody's got it. So, shink, run. See, I took a little bit of damage there from the spikes, but nothing too horrible. I can show that to you again. And actually, if you set this up correctly, if you set this up so you're right in the middle, like slap bang in the middle, you'll take absolutely no damage. The spikes do unfortunately give you a little bit of damage. Alright, so shink, sprint. See, there we go, see? Because I took the time to set it up so I was right in the middle, the spikes didn't hit me at all and I took 0 damage. Alright. So we're going to sprint along here. Pull this lever switch. No, this is not a speed run, so we're not going to try clip through the wall, do a corner bug. We're not going to do that. Okay, now we're going to pull this block once this way. And then once this way. So that we can get the second secret in the level. So for the secret, you're just going to hop up here. Hop and grab. Run all the way across here. And now you'll notice that there's a ladder up here. So you want to jump and grab to get this ladder. Climb all the way to the top. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Coffee goodness. Calfee. Love coffee. Let me just light a flare, because it looks like it's a bit dark in here for everyone. So you're going to pull this lever up here. That lever is pretty important, because it unlocks the third secret of the level. So if you're brave, you can do a couple of drop grabs and get to the bottom. If you're not brave enough, don't worry about it. Just make sure you get to the bottom. Alright, then we're going to carry on with the rest of the level. Hop up here, do a grab, do a roll. You want to roll in here so that you're right on top of the lever. It's not that important, but it looks cool. And we all know that the most important thing in a No Loads, No Meds, all secrets run is looking cool, right? Who cares about actually completing the run? You've got to look cool while you're doing it. Otherwise you don't get those style points. Okay, so then we're just going to pull these two switches. Yeah. And then we're going to go through the trapdoor. Trapdoor's up here. Alright. Alright. Time to get the third secret of the level. Just come and pull this lever. And then swim right in here. So that first switch we pulled in the second secret, that's what opened this up. So that's pretty important. I would grab both the flares and the grenades here. I want you to grab the grenades here if you didn't pick them up in the first level in jungle from that one secret, because we're going to use them for a trick later on in the level. So we do want to grab both of them. Alright, then we're going to pop back up here. So you can either grab the invisible platforms, or you can do this. Sequence. It just looks cooler. But otherwise you can just jump and grab. Doesn't really matter. Alright, then we're going to come in here. Do this timed run. Sprint over here. Do a roll. Pick up this. And then sprint all the way back out. Alright, so what I like to do here, and what I think is best, is to do a swan dive. Do a swan dive into the middle. And you will always pop onto the left hand side and you'll be able to climb out. You can do that a bit quicker if you want to. I usually do it in one, I usually sprint outside and run and then swan dive. So you can do that if you want to. Then you're just going to climb up here. Do a diving roll if you want to. Pick up these flares. And now there's two cool ways you can do this. There's a safety way and then there's a fun way. Oh, hang on. Quite land on the... So you just roll. So the boulder goes past you. Or you can earn some style points if you're brave enough. Hang on. Hang on. Come on. Oh, well, let's just, why isn't... Come on. Okay, let's just do it this way. There we go. That's what I wanted to show you. Alright, so there's two pathways here. I'll show you both of them. I don't know why I'm taking damage there. I've actually never taken damage there before. That's so strange. I did a second take of this as well, and I took damage there second time as well. Oh, come on. Alright, let's just do this the safe way. I'm not as practiced as I used to be in this game. Okay, so there's two pathways. The right one is safer. Left one's a little bit more tricky. So, left one, just keep all the way to the left, like I did there. Hold forward and left. Keep all the way to the left and sprint to the end. Then go through this crouch space. And you'll be fine, you'll miss the blades. Alright, let's show you the next one. The other pathway. Oh, I didn't save the two pathways. Alright. Well, let me just show you this one then, as well. So you need to come in here for this one, so that the door closes. Kill the monkey. Don't worry about the rumbling, that's just the boulder from the other room. So it doesn't mean that you're timed or that there's a stress or anything going on there. You can wait there as long as you want. Alright, kill those monkeys, and then we're gonna pop down here. I didn't have the right set of grab drops, so I just wanted to be a little bit safer there. Alright, and congratulations, you just got the first key. So you put the key of Ganesha in here. Then we're going to open up the other door with these two levers. Hop down here. Do a bit of sprinting. Hop up here. Take a sip of coffee. That's very important. Now we're going to dash past this room. We've got to fill this room with water so that we can pull the underwater switch so that we can get the item. I know it doesn't make very much sense to me why Lara can't pull the switch unless it's underwater, but that's just Tomb Raider logic. Alright, then we're going to backflip and we're going to swim right to the bottom of this. Let me show you something. We're going to swim right at the bottom of this, otherwise we'll get hit by this poison spike, and if you get hit by poison at this part of the level, that's rip run. So you want to stay all the way to the bottom to make sure that doesn't happen. Right, so we're staying at the bottom. Okay, yay! We got here. And somehow I was trying to kill Lara. I was actually trying to kill her to show you the that the rubble falls down and kills you. But just so that you're safe, let me just show you what I do. That was incredibly lucky. Usually she dies instantly. So what you do is you come all the way to the left here as quickly as possible so that you avoid that rubble. I don't know why I survived there, but I did. Alright. Then we're going to come up here. You don't have to do this all in one sequence. You can do this, you can make all of that platforming just by doing standing jumps and running jumps and you'll be fine. Then you're going to climb up this ladder. And usually I do a run and jump here, but I just want to be safe. Because I'm trying to show people the run. So do a standing jump over there. And this is one of the reasons I really recommend having the shotgun for this part. Because I know some people, when they're doing no loads, no meds, they actually skip picking up the shotgun because it's faster and they want the fastest time. I would recommend picking up the shotgun because it makes dealing with the snake a hell of a lot easier. But you can deal with it with pistols if you want. Alright, so there's also two ways to deal with this. If you don't know what happens here, a boulder comes down. So what I usually do is I just run this way. And you'll miss the boulder. The other thing you can do, if you're a little bit unsure, is you hop here, tap backwards, grab the ledge, and the boulder will just go straight over you. Alright, now for this room, the safest way to do it is to crouch. Alright. Do a running jump. And now we get to do some box pushing. Oh boy, so exciting. Best mechanics in a Tomb Raider game. Nothing like some good old block pushing. So we're going to push this block 3 times. After pushing the first one. Check your phone or fall asleep. Whatever makes this easier. Because I promise you, if you're going to do attempts of this game, you're going to be pushing boxes a lot of the time. Oh, and I pushed this one too far. You only have to push it 3 times. I think I pushed it 4 there by mistake. Alright, so we push this one in. And we push this one in. And we push this one to the side. Pull the lever. Kill both of the monkeys. Okay, now we're gonna get the 3rd secret of the level. This 3rd, right? This 3rd. Oh no, this is the 4th secret. Oh, we've already got 3 secrets. Right, because we did the other way first. Okay. Alright, so the final secret of this level is down here. So, there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can always go to this side, drop down, drop, and you take a little bit of damage from the spikes. You're always going to take a little bit of damage from the spikes. This level can actually be quite tense if you're doing no loads, no meds, because you do take a lot of damage from certain things. I think there's a safer way down. Let me just have a look here. I actually haven't used the safer way down. Let me just pop down here just to see. Yeah, you can pop down there as well. So anyway, that's the way you want to pop down there. If you're feeling brave, you can do this as well, if you want. You can sprint, and then roll. And you can get down there as well. So you do a diving roll there off the edge so that it shunts Lara forward. Time to get the last secret. Alright. Got a snake over here, so be careful. Alright, and now you just want to be extra careful over here not to jump straight into the middle. You want to jump either to the left or to the right so that we avoid that poison dart. Because that poison dart, because of the way the collision works on that rubble, it can easily push you into the dart, which will end your run. So you don't want that to happen. Okay. But we've now filled the pool with water. And lots of monkey blood, as you'll see now. Oh, there's no monkey blood. That's disappointing. There's usually monkey blood if you kill both of the monkeys. And then we're going to pick up this key of Ganesha. And we still got a fair bit of health left, so I think we're good for the rest of the level. There's not much that can damage you, except the two Shiva statues. But with our trick in dealing with them, you should be fine. Okay. I'm going to show you something here. Because as a new player I didn't realize this, so I thought I was just being slow. Sometimes if you grab the ladder using that animation, when you hold forward and grab against the ladder, you know how it makes Lara jump up. That animation is actually slightly slower, usually, and there's a chance. I'm just trying to see if I can show it to you here, because there's a chance that she'll grab the ladder lower. I think she did it there, and you'll take damage here. Let me just see. The point at the end of the day is holding. There we go. See. All right. The point of the point is holding forward and grab instead of just jump and grab. Makes you a bit slower. I was already a little bit slow there because I collided with the wall, but we shouldn't take damage here. We took a little bit. But the timing on this is really tight, so you may just want to practice just a little bit. And that should be perfect. So you want to jump and then grab instead of holding forward and grab to make Lara go up the ladder. See, it took no damage there. I'm just trying to show you what happens. No, I didn't do it there. Hang on. I'm just trying to show you that sometimes it happens. So I'm hoping on the sometimes. Hang on. I'm so used in the habit of jumping and grabbing instead of holding forward and grab to go up ladders. She didn't do it there. Anyway, that animation is slower in any case, so we're probably still going to get hit here. Oh, we didn't. We just barely made it. Point is, holding forward and grab can lead to an instance where Lara grabs much lower on the ladder, which is what I'm trying to show here. I'll try a few more times. If I don't get it, you'll just have to believe me. Let's try one more time. This is the difference between... Oh, come on. Now, of course, naturally she doesn't want to do it. We'll try one more time. Alright, she's not doing it now. Point is that the animation there is a little slower, so instead of holding forward and grab to forward in action to grab the ladder, rather use jump and grab. If you get into that habit, you'll never have an issue with excuse me, monkeys. You will never have an issue with those spikes, and you will always make it in time. Because the timing is incredibly tight on those spikes. Alright, now I'm going to show you two ways of doing this here, and now might be a good time to talk to you a little bit about something called flare cancelling, because I'm about to do a trick here that requires flare cancelling. So if you allow Lara to stumble here, the reason we light the flare is because Lara has the stumble animation. If you have the stumble animation, you get flattened. So what flare cancelling does, essentially, and why it's useful, if you want to use it in your run, if you don't want to use it, at least now you know about it. Lara usually has a stumble animation when she drops. If you throw a flare as she's dropping, boom, she doesn't have the stumble animation. So if you want to be fancy, you can light a flare here, throw the flare, and hold forward and jump to jump over. If you're just starting out, then I would recommend just doing this. Come down here, roll, roll, and the boulders will go out of the way there. Alright, great. These fires are actually pretty easy to avoid. Just hug the right wall and you'll never get hit by them. And I can actually show that to you. Let me just save here first before I mess it up. See? They won't get you if you're hugging the right. Ever. So just hug the right and you'll be fine. Alright, now we're going to deal with 2 Shiva statues. Because we need their bananas. Well, in actual fact we need each of them has a sword and we need 2 of the swords. And just like I showed you earlier, tap forward, tap backwards, tap forward, tap backwards. I'll take care of them. Second one spawns once you climb up here, pull your guns, dash, start shooting. Tap backwards, tap forwards, tap backwards, tap forwards, tap backwards, tap forwards. And yeah, so I'm not going to keep saying tap backwards, tap forwards because it's going to drive somebody crazy, I can already tell. We need the 2 bananas from them, so we're picking up both of the bananas. I mean, I'm so in the habit of calling them bananas because that's just what they look like. Okay, we put the two scimitars. Oops, my bad. No. Lara almost said no to me, but I went back into the menu too quickly for her. If you're fancy, you can light a flare, do a jump twist, press roll, and flare cancel, just like I showed you earlier. Hop. So there's 2 ways you can do this room. This upcoming room. Alright. I don't mean this particular room. This room only has 1 way of doing it, and if you do it the other way, you're going to die. What you want to do is you want to immediately sprint through that door. Save your stamina so that you can sprint to that door. Because if you don't, you're going to get hit by the spikes, and you want to pull those 2 levers. And you also want to light a flare so that you can see where you're going. What I mean is, basically you have 2 options here. I'm going to show you the easier one. The more difficult one is to grab that key immediately. That spawns the Guardian Shiva statue over there. So if you do want to do it that way, you can grab the Shiva statue and then go to the next area, do the next area. Actually, maybe I should just show you both ways. Let me do that. Alright. So, what you do is, come up here, grab the key. I wasn't going to show you both ways, but you know, some people like to do the fast methods, so I'll show both of them. Alright, you're going to come over here, put both of your keys in as quickly as possible. Side flip, put the next one in. Do a jump twist. Fall in the water. And if you're doing the faster way, then I'm assuming that you're going to know how to avoid these traps. But if you don't know how these spikes work, basically swim all the way up this way. Turn, so you're at this kind of an angle. Don't hold anything, just stay at that angle. And then you'll avoid the spikes. Oh, just adjusting. My butt hurts. Okay. Now you put in 2 keys, you only have to put in 1. Yeah. Come for air. Make a mad dash to this one. This is a strategy you can use if you want to have your adrenaline going. Hop up here, and that's the end of the level. Alright. So that's the tense way of doing this part. That's the hard way. The easy way, which I'm gonna show now, is we're gonna come into this water again and immediately start swimming as you come in. You want to come in at an angle like the one I just came in. When you come in at that angle, sounds a bit dirty. You just hold the swim button and she'll avoid it. And then when you're trying to go through the other section over here, when you're trying to get to the other lever switch, you want Lara to be at about this angle and this far away from the spikes, and then you just swim, and the current will push her a little bit. Don't panic, just keep swimming. You don't have to hold anything, and you'll avoid the current. Then you turn this off, and that turns the current off. I am running out of oxygen because I explained how to do that thing underwater. Okay, then we're gonna pick up this key. It's fine, we still have more than enough oxygen. Now, we're going to put in 2 of the keys. And I say this is the slower way, but there's an even safer way to do it than this. I'm just showing you 2 ways that will probably get you done quicker. Alright, jump up here, roll. Make a mad dash to the last keyhole. Put that in. Do a jump twist. Hop up here. And you can side flip up here. And that's the end of the level. Okay. Of course, you can always just kill the Shiva statue. I've shown you already how to kill the Shiva statues, so you can spawn him and then just kill him. That's not a problem at all. But let's end the level. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I've been Midnight, and really hope that this was helpful. And congratulate yourself for getting through Temple Ruins with no meds and all secrets. And if you're doing no loads, no meds, and you haven't loaded, then congratulations to you. Oh my goodness. You've just done so well, because this is actually one of the harder levels in the game. Next we'll be tackling River Ganges. Once again, I've been Midnight. I'll put a link to all of my social medias and stuff in the description and also on the screen if you want to follow me on Twitch or anywhere else, or if you want to support me on Patreon. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye!